Right now, getting help to Americans. The president has signed the stimulus bill without increased payments to Americans, but there is still hope for those waiting for more money.
Plus, getting the medicine your family needs at an affordable price. How to work around your insurance plan.
One winter storm is out, another winter storm on the way in. We're fine-tuning that in your first warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, December 28th. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
Hope your holidays were happy. I'm Leah Lynchett. Glad to be back. The main roads looking clear this morning, but pulling out of your neighborhood could be a little slick. Josh Breiter is tracking the latest on road conditions right now. Josh, welcome back.
Hey guys, good morning. Good to be back after some time away last week. A little staycation, but we've got some snow to talk about this morning, and it is impacting our roads. Let's take a look at the Department of Transportation camera right now, or actually our maps here. You can see right now across southern Wisconsin kind of a variety of road conditions. Mainly in the Madison area, we're dealing with wet and slippery stretches with the blue just east of Madison. As you make your way towards Milwaukee, we've got good winter driving conditions, but snow and ice just to the north of us up near the Dells right now, where you can see that pink. That's where the roads are a little dicier this morning, but that doesn't mean that all is good here in the Madison area. We are dealing with some slippery stretches, especially in those neighborhood streets, especially here in the city of Madison, where we didn't get enough snow for the cities to go out and plow. So keep that in mind as you head out. You will have some icy stretches in and around your neighborhoods here across the Madison Metro. Metro area speeds right now moving around that speed limit on the main highways, which are mainly clear at this hour. Meteorologist Chris Reese is here now with a look at your first warn weather forecast. Those flakes were just huge last night, Chris, and this isn't the last of the snow for the week.
No, it is not, and we may see some heavier snow as we go through the week as well, and it's not all that far away. Starting out with your commute forecast, you talked about a lot of those neighborhood roads, Josh. That's where we're having issues. Once you get to a lot of the main roads, things are all clear, and I expect that to be the case as we go through the rest of today, along with some more sunshine. Now, Tuesday morning should be all clear as well. By Tuesday evening's commute, more snow is starting to work its way on in. That's going to create slick spots. Your Wednesday morning commute, we're going to see a wintry mix, and things are still going to be messy. So we are certainly busy in the world of weather. Alert days start by Tuesday afternoon and evening. We keep those alert days through Wednesday for this winter storm that's coming in. We are confident that we are going to see a winter storm affecting the area with perhaps 2 to 6, if not more, inches of snow. The winter storm watch focuses on the 5 to 7 inch range, and the heaviest snow is likely going to fall sometime as we go into Tuesday night. Now, what we're unsure about is where the mix sets up, or if we will actually see a complete mix. A lot of the overnight model data wants to push this further south, which makes us colder and more snow. That's going to determine the amounts, and we're also unsure if dry air cuts off the precipitation into Wednesday before another storm system. That's becoming a little bit more likely. Here's that storm system coming into California right now. That's going to track southward and then eventually towards the Great Lakes. I'm watching it closely. High-resolution radar quiet over the Midwest for now. This time tomorrow, things will certainly be changing out there. Mostly cloudy skies. Our temperature has dropped down to 22 in Madison. Teens still show up towards the north and west. We're still a little bit warmer as you work your way towards the south and east. Temperatures top out around 28 today. We're down into the teens into the single digits rather, as we head into your overnight hours. Then tomorrow we start to see that snow working its way on in from the south and west, and that could potentially lead to several slick spots out there. So when it comes to your impacts, we are certainly watching moderate impacts at least from Tuesday night and into Wednesday across the area, whether you're out walking, whether that's driving, or even trying to clear that snow. Cold throughout the rest of the week, perhaps warming up into the 30s by the time we get you towards the first Monday of 2021.
All right, Chris, we know you'll be watching that closely. Thank you very much. And just a reminder, you can always get the latest weather information on your phone at your fingertips at any time this winter. Just download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather and Traffic app. It includes local forecasts, interactive radar, and travel information, all for free.
A new wave of relief is on the way for millions of Americans this morning. 5 days after threatening to veto, President Trump signed the coronavirus stimulus bill into law last night. Congress had passed the $900 billion bill a week ago after months of negotiating. The president threatened to veto the bill, calling the $600 stimulus checks a disgrace, and asked for more than triple that amount. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and President Trump say the House will be voting today on boosting the stimulus check amount up to $2,000. It also includes money for small businesses, increased food stamps and child nutrition benefits, and extends the moratorium on evictions for another month.
Though the bill is now signed, millions of Americans lost their unemployment benefits over the weekend. Benefits lapsed for an estimated 12 million Americans. Now those benefits will return, though upcoming payments will be delayed. Happening today, President-elect Joe Biden will address the challenges he's inheriting when he takes office in just 3 weeks. He plans to speak today from Wilmington, Delaware. The president-elect spent most of the past week away from the cameras as he celebrated the Christmas holiday with his family.
6:05 right now to our coronavirus headlines. UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff says it's likely that that new, more contagious strain of the virus is already in the U.S. It's just not detected yet.
The concern from the new strains isn't so much that it makes people more sick. It's that here in the U.S., especially, California and, to a lesser extent, still here in Wisconsin, hospitals are already full. So anything that increases the number of COVID cases more easily than what we've seen so far is a real threat to people.
As of yesterday, the CDC is requiring all travelers coming to the U.S. from the U.K. to provide proof of a negative test within 72 hours of traveling. So far, the new strain has been found in the UK and South Africa. But now, while this new strain makes the virus easier to get, Dr. Pothoff says it doesn't seem to make people more sick.
The head of drug maker AstraZeneca says its COVID vaccine should remain effective against the new variant of COVID. AstraZeneca's chief executive says more tests are needed, but he believes their researchers have figured out a winning formula to make its shot just as effective as Pfizer or Moderna's. AstraZeneca's vaccine is expected to be approved by authorities in the UK this week. Wisconsin, meanwhile, is reporting almost 4 times as many new coronavirus cases from Sunday compared to Saturday. That's because many testing centers were closed on Christmas Day. DHS and county dashboards show an increase of 2,200 cases. 6 more people have died, while 29,000 cases remain active.
The last place you want to be surprised is at the pharmacy counter. But plenty of people get a shock when they find out their insurance company dropped the pharmacy from its network. Or worse yet, insurance doesn't cover the drug that their doctor prescribed. It happens more often than you might think, but Consumer Reports has some advice on how to get the medicine you need at an affordable price. Candida Vasquez needed a refill on her blood pressure medication, but when she went to pick up her prescription, she learned that her pharmacy had been dropped from her insurance network.
I told the pharmacy when I called them that my blood pressure was high, both because I didn't have my medication and for their audacity to put me through such back and forth.
Most health plans, including Medicare Part D, the prescription drug portion, encourage members to use a specific network of pharmacies. If you don't, you might have to pay more, in some cases, a lot more. Another increasingly common problem, your medicine is no longer covered by your insurance.
The list of drugs that insurers cover are actually decided by middleman companies called pharmacy benefit managers that when they negotiate deals with drug companies, they may change or even exclude certain medicines from their coverage.
But some drug exclusions can actually save customers money, like when low-cost generic versions of an expensive name-brand drug becomes available.
Your first step is to check with your pharmacy and make sure that all your insurance information has been entered correctly into their system. There may be some glitch that is stopping the insurance company from covering the drug properly.
You can also ask the pharmacist what the lowest cash price he or she can offer is. Independent pharmacies, in particular, have more leeway than bigger chain pharmacies to negotiate.
6:08 now. The Packers are in a position to secure the top spot in the NFC playoffs next week after last night's game against the Titans. Aaron Rodgers threw his 44th touchdown of the season last night. Another big achievement for him and Devontae Adams. They're now the most prolific duo in team history with 489 completed passes. The final count last night, Green Bay 40, Tennessee 14. The Pack on the road next week in Chicago. It's a pretty high-stakes game for the Bears since they need the win against Green Bay to make the playoffs.
6:09 right now, and another look at your traffic maps at this hour. Again, we did have that snow overnight, so do keep in mind there might be some slick spots out there across Madison right now. We are seeing a little bit more yellow and red compared to a normal morning, especially for a holiday week. So do keep that in mind if you are heading out on the roads this morning. You might encounter a few slowdowns out there. The rest of Dane County looking about the same, just those tricky spots out there, especially those corners and hills. Neighborhood streets are likely to be still snow covered this morning. There's your drive times as you head into Dane County and Madison, moving just fine in all of those main highways at this hour. That's your first warn traffic.
Thank you, Josh. We're starting off the week with a bit of fresh snow on the ground. We'll track more chances of snow coming up in the forecast.
And later, if you're itching to return that Christmas gift, local malls are making it easy and safe. That's coming up after the break.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year! When it comes to 2020, it's time to wipe the slate clean and get a fresh start now at Herzing University. Earn the degree you need for a lasting career. Herzing is accredited, transfer-friendly, and offers you the personal care and support so important during these times. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. A new year, a new career. You've got a clean slate. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Hurry to get Flex Buy on Fusion with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash and $2,000 trade assist, or lease for just $199.
At Fearing's Audio Video Security, we know your family's safety is your top priority. We are a Wisconsin-based home security provider with over 23 years of experience. Beyond offering superior home security, we have the opportunity for you to make a difference in the world. Fearing's will donate 10% of your monthly monitoring to Schools for Haiti, so you secure your home and help educate, feed, and
Bone chilling. Backbreaking. Breathtaking. Winter weather can be a lot of things, but it should never be a surprise. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate forecast you can trust day in and day out. And when safety is an issue, you'll hear about it first and fast. First Warn Weather, always reliable so you can plan your life.
On the next live, before we continue our tribute to nurses on the front lines as highlighted in Madison Magazine. And film critic Will Loper will tell us what he thinks of the new Wonder Woman movie.
News 3 Now takes you inside Wisconsin's COVID crisis, beyond the statistics.
I just can't even imagine how scared and how anxious my mom must have been.
Hear deeply personal stories of people who've experienced it, including one of our own.
Names behind the numbers. Friday at 4 p.m. Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
All right, we're back at 6:13. A tragic reminder here of the dangers of being out on the ice right now. A child who fell through the ice in Marquette County died yesterday. The sheriff's office says it happened Sunday afternoon when 5 children were ice skating on Twin Lake in Springfield. 4 other children made it out of the water. The family has requested the child's name not be released.
Just south of the Wisconsin border, a 37-year-old Florida man is being charged in a shooting over the weekend at a bowling alley in Rockford, Illinois. Duke Webb is currently in custody this morning. Webb is an active-duty Special Forces soldier. Police say he started shooting at Don Carter Lane Saturday evening, killing 3 men and injuring 3 other people, including 2 teenagers. Police believe the shooting was completely random. Webb did not know the victims.
This morning we have 3 families who are mourning the loss of their loved ones, and we have 3 additional families who are praying that their loved ones live throughout these really horrific injuries.
Rockford police say a 14-year-old shot in the head had to be airlifted to Madison. A 16-year-old who was shot in the shoulder has since been released from the hospital. The third victim, a 62-year-old man, is still in the hospital with serious injuries.
All right, Chris Reese here now with a look at your first warn forecast that includes a couple of shots at some snow this week. Chris?
Yeah, that's right, Chris. A winter storm watch in effect. It goes into effect really for the time periods that are around 4 p.m. tomorrow through lunchtime as we begin to move into your Wednesday. Winter weather advisories there in the purple. Now, today's going to be a quiet day. The snow from yesterday, that has moved out. That's well over Michigan, and even still, it's moving out of Michigan and into southern Canada at this point. Clouds have been slow to clear, so we'll deal with a little bit of cloud cover this morning, but eventually we'll see sunshine, and I do expect it to be a downright beautiful day. 22 our temperature in town right now. We're colder towards the north and west. After temperatures are into the teens, we're down to 10. At Black River Falls, a little bit warmer towards the south and east, where cloud cover worked to keep things warmer as we went through the overnight hours. Look for temperatures dropping another couple degrees, and then we'll see them slowly start to warm up. We're in the mid-20s by lunch. I expect those highs around 28 later on today.
All right. Thank you, Chris. All this week leading into the new year, we are reflecting back on some of the biggest stories of 2020. And there is perhaps no bigger story this year than the coronavirus pandemic.
More than 1.5 million people around the world have died from the virus. More than 80 million have been infected. Danya Backus has a look at the year in health.
The 2020 coronavirus pandemic triggered a health crisis that sickened millions and killed hundreds of thousands.
I have been through many public health crises before, but this is the toughest one we have ever faced as a nation.
The toll on healthcare workers on the front lines, unimaginable.
I would go home and go straight to the shower. Part of this was to protect myself and my family, but the other part was so I could go cry in the shower and finally release for the day.
The virus was tricky, with young and asymptomatic people behind more than half of transmissions. Some COVID long haulers continue to deal with effects months later, from cardiovascular problems, chronic pain, extreme fatigue, and brain fog.
I have really bad joint pain. I still have this pressure in my chest. I also had a lot of confusion.
COVID-19 affected a disproportionate number of Black and Hispanic patients and also continues to have a big impact on mental health in many age groups. The pandemic launched a global race for a vaccine, with Pfizer and Moderna leading the pack. Vaccinations began in the U.S. in December. A CDC panel recommended healthcare workers and nursing home residents are the first to receive the vaccine.
I hope this marks the beginning to the end of a very painful time in our history.
The 2019-2020 flu season got off to an early and unusual start, with flu B viruses dominating, followed by a second wave of flu A H1N1. There were about 38 million cases, 405,000 hospitalizations, and 22,000 deaths. The CDC reported 1 in 54 children in the United States has been diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. With suicide rates rising, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline was turned into a 3-digit number. Dialing 988 will instantly connect callers with trained counselors. And the FDA approved the first treatment for food allergies. Oral immunotherapy helped children and teens with a severe peanut allergy tolerant to the equivalent of about 2 peanuts. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Experts are keeping an eye on the potential for a post-holiday surge over the next couple of days. Dr. Anthony Fauci says cases are expected to continue to increase because of all the extra holiday travel and gatherings.
And as I've described it, as a surge upon a surge, because if you look at the slope, the incline of cases that we've experienced as we've gone into the late fall and soon to be early winter, it is really quite troubling.
As of Saturday, 1 out of every 1,000 Americans has died from the virus. Dr. Fauci says he fears the worst of the pandemic is still yet to come.
Holiday retail sales are about 3% higher this year compared to last. That's according to a new report out from MasterCard Spending Plus. Online spending is up 49%, and the pandemic appears to be boosting sales of furniture and home improvement items. Meanwhile, department stores and clothing brands struggled. Another trend that more people bought holiday gifts in advance this year instead of waiting until the last minute.
Stores are now preparing to readjust their COVID precautions from holiday shoppers to gift returns. If you have any gifts to return, you might have to wait in a longer line than usual. Hilldale Mall Marketing Manager Julia Hicks says stores are asking people to line up outside while waiting or to make an appointment and return at your assigned time. Those new processes are in place to respect capacity limits and protect store employees and customers.
Many are offering virtual appointments, private appointments. You can save your spot in line or have a time slot waiting for you so you don't have to get here and wait outside in the cold. A few are offering curbside returns.
Some advice: check store websites and make a plan before your trip to the mall to find out your best option.
6:20 right now, still ahead for us. We'll have more about a mysterious object seen flying around a major U.S. airport.
And coming up in our next half hour, Chris Reese is helping us all with some family resolutions just in time for the new year. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Coveted buses, now hiring.
Working with Coveted, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Coveted.com to apply.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
How do I get you Bob's discount on such great quality furniture? I build personal relationships with my suppliers.
Thanks for coming to my kids' school play, Bob.
Stop lying, Pinocchio. You're a bad boy.
I've been thinking. I'll give you that deal on extendable dining sets.
I just want to be a real boy.
Get Bob's discount! Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Now through January 4th, use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,200 below MSRP on this Traverse. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Coveted buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving. So you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Coveted.com to apply.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share a picture of what your morning looks like. And Carol, our friend Carol, sent in this beautiful shot of Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Isn't that pretty? Makes you a little cold this morning, which is appropriate given the winter storm that's pending later this week. Thanks, Carol, for sending that in. You send in your morning. We would love to see it. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning so we can find your pictures on social media and share them on the program.
Trending this morning at 6:24, police in Los Angeles are investigating this morning after pilot video caught what looks like a man in a jetpack flying around the area. You heard that right. Take a look at your screen and decide for yourself. It happened near a flight training school. This is near the LAX airport, reportedly 3,000 feet up in the air. Now, this is the third jetpack sighting in the area recently. This fall, 2 other jetpacks were seen flying around LAX, disrupting air traffic there. It's not known if they are all the same jetpack. Boy, that is incredible and pretty high up in the air. Not necessarily where I want to be, Chris Stanford.
Yeah. It certainly looks like a little guy on a jetpack, doesn't it? I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like fun. It got to be super dangerous, though. But really, probably not the best thing for all the planes flying around, especially at a busy place like LAX. Chris Reese, would you ever even attempt something like this? Or are you scared of heights?
I love heights, but I wouldn't attempt a jetpack. No, that's just not me. I like the heights when I feel safe and secure. The jetpack doesn't handle that for me.
All right, well, we have some...
Yeah. Oh. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris Reese. Take it away.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we are watching the cold. That's one thing that is secure for us here in southern Wisconsin this morning. It's chilly. Temperatures are at 22 degrees. We're going to continue to keep those temperatures really on a cold note as we go throughout the day. Highs will be around 28, and we'll see a little bit more sunshine into the afternoon.
Thanks, Chris. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Right now, you'll get everything from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The Everything's on Sale sale with more selection, more savings, and more...
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Havish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Get Explorer with 0 for 72 financing plus $2,500 cash back and $2,000 trade assist during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
Today's audio-video security and automation technology is powerful in what it can do, but it can be complex with overwhelming options to choose from, and you may not know where to go for trusted advice. Well, we at Fearing's Audio-Video Security have assembled a team of experts to guide you in choosing the right system for your business and home. Then we custom design and install easy-to-use solutions to advance your business, enhance your home, and simplify your life. Check us out at fearings.com.
2020 has been a year unlike any other.
And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us. And until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Stakeout. Call in your order today.
Right now, help is on the way. The president has signed the stimulus bill. How much you could get, though, is still up in the air.
And another chance for a winter storm headed our direction. We're going to break down what you can expect in the first warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is December 28th. I'm Chris Stanford.
Hope everybody had a lovely holiday weekend. I'm Leah Lynchett. Glad to be back. President Trump has signed the $900 billion COVID relief bill, but there are still questions this morning on what effects the delay could have. The president signed the bill about a week after Congress had passed it, but after things like expanded unemployment benefits were allowed to expire over the weekend. The new bill provides renewed unemployment benefits, extending weekly $300 payments into mid-March, but some people may have to miss a benefit check. About 14 million people were getting those benefits from the unemployment program. The bill also includes the $600 stimulus payments that the president had objected to last week. He's criticized those payments for being too small and wanted to see $2,000 payments instead. Congress still trying to work on that. The House is expected to have another vote on the payments today. The president says the Senate will start the process on a vote soon as well.
President-elect Joe Biden is scheduled to take the oath of office in a little more than 3 weeks. Today, he is set to speak on the challenges facing the country. He'll be making the speech this afternoon from Wilmington, Delaware. The president-elect spent most of the past week away from the cameras as he celebrated the Christmas holiday with his family. We'll be sure to stream that speech on our Channel 3000 Facebook page and mobile app. 6:31 this morning, we are learning a lot more about the man authorities say carried out a bombing on Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas morning. Investigators are identifying that man as 63-year-old Anthony Warner. Warner died in the explosion, which damaged dozens of nearby businesses and homes. No one else was killed. Authorities searched a home yesterday that had belonged to Warner until last month. They haven't said yet what motivated the bombing.
Closer to home, police just across the state line say the man who shot 6 people and killed 3 over the weekend is an active member of the military. Police arrested 37-year-old Duke Webb after they say he shot 6 people at a bowling alley in Rockford Saturday night. 3 men aged 65, 69, and 73 were killed. A 62-year-old man, a 16-year-old girl, and a 14-year-old boy were also shot, but they survived. The boy was shot in the face. He's being treated at a hospital here in Madison this morning. Police are still trying to figure out why Webb started shooting.
We believe this is a completely random act, and there is no prior meeting or any kind of relationship between the suspect and any of the victims.
Police say Webb tried to blend into the crowd as police arrived. They are continuing to investigate this morning.
6:32 right now. I'm Josh Breiter working from home. Some light snow overnight might make things a bit slick out there this morning. Here's a look at some of the road conditions right now. This is from the Department of Transportation camera. You can see the blue representing some snow and just wet roads out there this morning with some slippery stretches, but more ice covered up to the north and east of Madison near the Dells right now. A reminder, the city of Madison is not plowing or salting residential streets unless there's more than 3 inches of snow on the ground, so the roads in your neighborhood might still be snow covered and slippery this morning. Main roads like the Beltline and Highway 151 are clear at this hour, though. We'll have more on the traffic here in just a few minutes, but first we want to turn to the forecast because, Chris, we've got more snow on the way and actually a couple of chances this week.
Yeah, it's going to be an active week for the weather department. That is for sure. Your commute forecast, you talked about the side roads being where we have issues, Josh. But I'll tell you, once you get off the side roads, things are mostly clear. Tuesday morning should be very similar. Then we start to get into Tuesday evening. That's where the snow is going to be starting. It's going to be sticking. We're going to create slick travel. Then as we move into early Wednesday, the roads are still going to be messy as we're still looking at snow and in some places wintry mix ongoing. Now that storm that we're talking about, it's coming ashore in California right now. Today is the day that as weather balloons get launched, they're going to get the data from this storm that goes into the weather modeling and we get a better handle on what we can expect. Overnight, we saw an overall southern trend in the track that put Madison more so in the heavy snow band out of this one. So we are certainly going to be watching this closely as we go through the rest of today and into tomorrow. High-resolution radar is all clear for now, but we are going to wait as things begin to change. About 24 hours from now, we'll be able to see that storm across parts of the Midwest. 20, our temperature right now. Earlier in the show, I told you as skies begin to clear, our temperatures will drop. This is exactly what we've seen happen. So we're now at 20. Temperatures are still in the teens, just back towards the north and west, a little bit warmer towards the south and east. Clouds should continue to clear out as we go throughout the morning. By lunchtime, we're at 25. Look for those highs right around 28 as we go through the day. Then tonight, we're going to get real cold with some clear skies. Temperatures go down to 9, but then the clouds move back in tomorrow. Here we are at 4:30. You see that snow starting to move in from the south and west. Rush hour all the way into your overnight time period is going to be impacted by snow, and snow that could be heavy at times. There's a possibility of snowfall rates greater than 1 inch per hour at times Tuesday night into early Wednesday. Now, by Wednesday morning, drier air moves in. This system moves out. Then our attention turns to perhaps another system that could bring freezing rain, sleet, and heavy snow into the actual start of the new year. Lots is on the table. We do have that winter storm watch in effect, but for now it looks like we're going to at least see some moderate impacts from this system. Here's your swath of snow throughout southwest Wisconsin from your Tuesday into Wednesday system. Then we see the next system add to that as we go through the weekend. There's still some uncertainty, by the way, with that second system. But right now that looks to be on top of us. And then, like I said, your Tuesday through Wednesday system, moderate impacts all across the board, even when it comes to clearing it, just because some of those amounts could be on the heavier side. Alert days for Tuesday and Wednesday. No alert day Friday yet. We're going to watch that closely next weekend. Looks calmer.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. And with that winter weather on the way, you're going to want to download our First Warn weather app. I've been checking it all morning. It's going to let you know how things are looking in your specific area and send those weather alerts straight to your phone. You can get it for free in your phone or your tablet's app store.
All right, the Packers red hot going into their game last night against the Titans, winning 4 of their last games. Packers on the national stage for Sunday Night Football at snowy Lambeau. Rodgers, here's one of his 4 touchdown passes on the night. 3 of those to Davante Adams. That gives Rodgers 44 touchdowns on the season. The other big story of the night was rookie running back A.J. Dillon. He ran for 124 yards and 2 scores, including that one to put the Packers up big in the third quarter. Your final, Packers 40, Titans 14. Despite the big numbers on offense, head coach Matt LaFleur says he was most impressed by the defense.
I just sense a different energy with our defense. And guys are flying around, making plays on the ball. I want to say we had 10 passes defended tonight. We're getting after them up front, putting pressure on the quarterback. And that's what it's going to take, because from here on out, it's nothing but playoff caliber teams.
The Packers can clinch the top spot in the NFC playoffs and home field advantage with a win against the Chicago Bears next week. That game is going to be in Chicago. The Bears have a lot to play for next weekend. They have a spot in the playoffs on the line.
6:38 now. As we get ready to wrap up 2020 this week, we wanted to revisit some of the top headlines from the year.
Now, we can't tell the story of 2020 without starting with the coronavirus. Here's a look at how the year unfolded.
State Department of Health Services has confirmed the first case of coronavirus here in Wisconsin. Brings the total number to 8 now.
Dane County is at 23. 25 new positive cases.
More than 10,000 cases statewide.
48 more people have died.
1 person is now dying every 40 seconds.
Madison and Dane County leaders are implementing new rules tonight, banning mass gatherings.
Issuing a safer at home order isn't something I thought we'd have to do.
We have seen so much suffering and loss.
I'm missing. I'm really missing. I was on the floor crying, and I really thought that maybe my kid was going to grow up without a mom.
Months
months in the making, a COVID-19 vaccine is here in the Madison area.
First group of healthcare workers in Wisconsin received their first shot.
I was actually surprised by how emotional the experience was.
Next year at this time, when we're talking, we're going to have Thanksgiving.
Now, one thing you might not know about our very own Leah Lynchside is that she is also a very accomplished video editor. Leah, as you were putting together all of the content for that piece, going through all of it, what struck you the most about how the virus played out this year?
So that healthcare worker right there said it best, right? She was surprised at how emotional she was when she got the vaccine. I was surprised at how emotional it was to put that together. We've been through so much as a society, as a community locally over the last year. It brought up emotions I really hadn't thought about in months, but it also brought about a sense of hope as we look ahead to this vaccine and its availability, Chris.
Yeah, what we've been through this year, I think, has forced us all to develop some grit, right? You know, what we've gone through as a society and what we have learned, you know, and how resilient a lot of us have been. I think we've pushed a lot of that to the limit this year. And as we take some time here to pause at the end of the year, I think that's really important, you know, to process, you know, some of those feelings. Now, as far as the virus goes, here is where we're at in the state this morning. With testing centers back open after the Christmas holiday, DHS and county dashboards show an increase of 2,200 cases over the last day. 6 more deaths were also reported. More than 29,000 cases remain active this morning.
As we look forward to 2021, it's the distribution of a COVID vaccine that's giving a lot of people hope in the new year. Workers at St. Mary's Hospital in Janesville started getting their first shots yesterday. Even though they're receiving the vaccine about 2 weeks after hospitals in Madison, they are hopeful they can get through their hundreds of frontline workers quickly. This is a big step for Rock County, which has been getting hit hard by the virus as of late.
It's optimism, you know, it's that next step of the process where we can finally start to move back to being somewhat normal.
Now, all 700 of the hospital's frontline employees are expected to receive their first round of vaccinations over the next 2 weeks.
Up until now, only frontline healthcare workers have been getting the COVID vaccine in the state, but that changes, and it could happen as early as today. Nursing home residents and staff in Wisconsin will start getting vaccinated this week. CVS and Walgreens are expected to help distribute the Moderna vaccine to more than 28,000 residents at 360 nursing homes in the state. More than a quarter of Wisconsin's COVID-related deaths have come at nursing homes.
6:42 is your time right now. Let's take a look at your first warn traffic maps on this Monday morning. After that overnight snowfall, there could be some slick spots out there, so do keep that in mind. Give yourself a couple of extra minutes and maybe slow down a couple of notches right now. Across southern Wisconsin, you can see we are still seeing some more color on the maps, some yellows and reds showing up, mainly in those neighborhood streets right now. That's where we're seeing most of the icy conditions. No crashes to report at this hour, though. But if you are heading in and out of downtown Madison on both sides of the isthmus, it looks like we're seeing a little bit of some slowdowns out there, so keep that in mind. There's your drive times heading out the door. You can see if you're heading up from Verona to the Beltline, we're running a little slow, about 5 minutes of an average speed of 43 miles an hour on 151. Live look outside right now, 6:42 on this Monday, the final few days of 2020, and we've got a couple of snow chances to talk about as we round out this year. Chris Reese is in next with the forecast.
And later in the morning sprint, what Governor Evers says he's hoping to include in the next state budget, even though Republicans wouldn't discuss it this year. Stay with us.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices. With Serta Queen sets from $3.99 and always free delivery.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Unity Point Health presents things you need to know about healthcare workers. They're real people just like us. They have houses and families, and they like to eat spaghetti. At least I bet they like to eat spaghetti. They care for everybody, even people they don't know. They might worry about getting sick, their family, their patients. Tell them thank you by wearing a mask and social distancing. Thank you, healthcare workers. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
At Fearing's Audio Video Security, we know your family's safety is your top priority. We are a Wisconsin-based home security provider with over 23 years of experience. Beyond offering superior home security, we add the opportunity for you to make a difference in the world. Fearing's will donate 10% of your monthly monitoring to Schools for Haiti, so you secure your home and help educate, feed, and clothe children in the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. Learn more at fearings.com.
Visit MadisonMagazine.com to subscribe and save. It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices with power lift chairs from $7.99 and always free delivery.
On the next live, before we continue our tribute to nurses on the front lines as highlighted in Madison Magazine. And film critic Will Loper will tell us what he thinks of the new Wonder Woman movie.
Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Welcome back. This is the final Monday of 2020, and with the new year just days away, many adults are likely planning out their New Year's resolutions.
But this year, an SSM Health family physician is encouraging you to bring the kids into the mix as you plan out your goals for 2021. Oftentimes, New Year's resolutions revolve around diet and health and are more focused on adults. But Dr. Jacob Becker with SSM Health says making goals for 2021 a family activity helps give our children a voice and small achievements to celebrate throughout the year.
The family, it kind of allows your child to participate in teamwork as a family, and you can have measurable goals where you can actually see improvements over time, fosters self-confidence, dedication, and things like that with the family, and really just helps strengthen that family dynamic.
Becker goes on to say that you should focus on SMART goal setting, an acronym that means you should set a goal that's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and in a certain time frame. He also says that some kids may try to give up on their goals at the first sign of difficulty. If so, Dr. Becker tells parents to remind their child that working towards a goal is meant to be challenging and to remind them of why their goal is important to them. Focus on all the work they've done and explain how they can keep improving. Now, our Time for Kids Recipe for Health team is asking what you want to hear about. Let us know what topics you're interested in or share your story with us online at ssmhealth.com/timeforkids.
Chris Reese, what a treat on this Monday. We get you with our Time for Kids segment, and we also get you keeping an eye on our forecast.
Yeah, things are certainly busy out there, Leah, and the forecast is really the focus of my attention right now. Winter storm watch in effect. That's from 4 p.m. Tuesday all the way through noon on Wednesday. All these counties that you see shaded in the blue are the winter storm watch. The purple, that's a winter weather advisory. The storm in question right now, that's over California. We've seen an overall southern shift in the system that has put the heaviest axis of snow over the Madison metro right now. This will likely track towards the upper Midwest as we head into tomorrow. For now, things are quiet out there. We're starting to see that sunrise and the clouds are going by the horizon. 20 our temperature in Madison right now. Just towards north and west, that's where more and more of our temperatures are into the teens. 12 in Camp Douglas, 15 in the Dells right now. But you work your way down towards Janesville. It's still cloudy there. The temperature at 29, but we'll see some sunshine as we go throughout the day. Looking ahead, look for more sunshine for all of us. Temperatures gradually warm up through the 20s. We're at 25 by lunch. I'm looking for highs right around 28 today. Leah?
Thank you very much, Chris Reese.
All right, coming up in the morning sprint, President Trump approved the COVID relief bill, but more money could still be coming your way.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels. Get 35% off store-wide, plus take an extra $100, $200, or $300 off the largest selection of furniture at the guaranteed lowest prices, like this sofa with a free accent chair. How about a solid cherry bed for only $549? Warm up with a fireplace, just $699. This 5-piece dining set, now $999. So start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Fearing's Audio Video Security have a team of experts to guide you in choosing the right technology for your business and home. Then we custom design and install easy-to-use solutions to advance your business, enhance your home, and simplify your life. Check us out at fearings.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
2020 has been a year unlike any other.
And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us, and until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Watch News 3 Now First Warn Weather so you always know what's headed our way.
News 3 Now takes you inside Wisconsin's COVID crisis, beyond the statistics.
I just can't even imagine how scared and how anxious my mom must have been.
Hear deeply personal stories of people who've experienced it, including one of our own.
Names behind the numbers, Friday at 4 p.m.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
The more we sell, the more you save. WildAuto.com.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
More relief from the federal government is on the way to you and your family this morning. President Trump signed the COVID relief bill overnight after waiting a week to sign it. It provides $600 payments to anyone making under $75,000 a year, more loan programs for small businesses, increased food stamps, and child nutrition benefits. It also extends a moratorium on evictions and federal unemployment benefits until March. But the delay in signing the bill meant previous protections expired over the weekend, so millions of people could see a gap in their benefits. Despite the president signing off on those $600 payments, Congress will return to work today to try to put more money in your pocket. The president has called for $2,000 payments instead. That's something Democrats say they support, but have run into opposition from Republicans. The House is expected to vote on the additional payments today. President Trump says the Senate will also consider it.
Your loved ones in nursing homes could start getting the coronavirus vaccine as soon as today. CVS and Walgreens will be distributing the Moderna vaccine to 360 nursing homes across the state starting this week. The hope is to vaccinate more than 28,000 residents and about that many in staff, too, in the coming weeks. People in nursing homes account for more than a quarter of Wisconsin's COVID-related deaths. Governor Tony Evers says he'll likely include criminal justice reforms in his next state budget proposal. It comes after a year of protests and unrest following the death of George Floyd and the shooting of Jacob Blake. He says he hopes the executive budget will address criminal justice disparities, but didn't offer many specifics. The governor called a special session on the topic in August, but the Republican-controlled legislature ended that session after less than a minute.
Authorities in Nashville say 63-year-old Anthony Warner is the man responsible for a bombing on Christmas morning. Warner was the only person killed in the blast that damaged dozens of buildings and knocked out service for AT&T. Investigators searched a home yesterday that used to belong to Warner. They haven't released a possible motive for that attack. Police in Rockford say a shooting at a bowling alley that killed 3 people and left 3 others injured was completely random. 37-year-old Duke Webb was arrested for the shooting. Authorities say he's an active member of the military and had 2 handguns on him when he was arrested. They're still trying to figure out why he started shooting.
Despite pleas from health officials to stay home for the holidays, it looks like millions of people ignored those calls. TSA says it screened more than 1 million people at airports on the day after Christmas. Even more than that got onto an airplane in the days leading up to the holiday. Dr. Anthony Fauci says he's bracing for a post-holiday surge in cases.
Final look at traffic at 6:55 this morning. As you head out right now, we are keeping an eye on a new crash that just got into the First Warren Traffic Center this morning. This is on the westbound side of the Beltline. Some pretty significant delays on at the Park Street exit there. So keep that in mind if you are heading west on the Beltline this morning. You might want to come up with another route. The rest of Madison looking good, though. Just keep in mind there are some slick spots after that overnight snowfall. Mainly drive times moving along at those posted speeds. That's your First Warren Traffic.
Skies are clearing, temperatures are dropping. We're down to 19 degrees this morning, but as the sun comes up, temperatures will begin to rebound. Doppler track shows you the snow moving out. I'm expecting us to have a lovely and quiet day here in south central Wisconsin. Temperatures top out into the upper 20s this afternoon. Clouds start to move in overnight tonight. We're going to see those lows down around 9. Then into tomorrow afternoon, our snow begins to move in. This could be heavy. We're talking a potential for several hours of snowfall rates of 1 inch to 1.5 inches per hour. So it's likely to be a heavy snow with travel disruptions into Wednesday.
Chris, thank you very much. Have a great day, folks. We'll be back here tomorrow.